I want to be softer, but because I need you to like lead, but also like don't tell me what to do, and like make sure you do this.
We're the problem. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Women are the problem.
We just don't know what we want.
Yeah.
We have no idea. Welcome back to another episode of House of Queens, where
Queens reign and stories shine.
Today's topic, we're going to discuss princess treatment. In our generation, lots of women have that expectation. It's kind of the new hot topic, the new hot thing. So should us as women accept princess treatment from men? Why or why not, y'all?
Do you want to go first or do you want me to start? Okay. Well, I think it's on a case-by-case basis for sure, because I think you should be able to accept princess treatment if you're also giving your man prince or king treatment, right?
Yeah.
I see. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, I think you can't just be receiving all the time. You also have to give and make your significant other feel appreciated, because if they're the ones that are doing all of these things for you and never getting anything in return, it kind of, it gives off the wrong message. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that's where the entitlement comes from.
Right.
You know, this generation, we're very, just because you're a woman, you think that you deserve princess treatment right off the bat. I feel like
what are you doing?
Earned.
Right. What are you
like,
doing to get it?
Earned, so.
Right. Of course.
Yeah, but millennial women these days would not agree with this statement.
Are you one of those millennial women?
No, I'm with you. Like, I agree to an extent. I think we as women should get princess treatment.
Right.
But
Yes.
also, like, make sure your partner feels appreciated. But
of course,
the thing is that right now what's being advertised on, like, TikTok and, like, Instagram and, like, Facebook and all that stuff, all the reels, it's like a 23-year-old lady, 23 to 25, you know, they have this expectation that their partner has to, like, just spoil them rotten just for the sake of, like you said, being a woman. Yeah. And
I don't agree with that.
If they don't, like, then the man's a bum. The man is not, like, he's low value or whatever. So it's like, well, okay, like, yes, I feel like everyone deserves the best. Yeah. Everyone deserves to be treated well.
Right.
Everyone deserves to be pampered, and that includes your man. Like, what are you also doing for your partner? But that's just...
I think there's levels to it, too. Yeah. It's not, just doing all of these things right off the bat, like you mentioned earlier. It's something that you have to, like, earn gradually.
Oh, absolutely. Over time.
Yeah, over time. And it's not like you should expect it right off the bat, like someone you just met a month in, expecting them to do all of these grand gestures for you when, first of all, it's fresh. But second of all, it's just... you have to give and receive. You can't just be the one getting everything you want just simply because of the fact that you're a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's got to be earned over time. But, like, what do you guys feel about going 50-50?
Financially?
Yeah. Because, if we're talking about other things, that goes back to, like, the princess treatment, right?
And the case-by-case basis, right?
Yeah,
correct.
right.
Yeah, but financially...
But, like, again, the same group of women are, like... No,
50-50.
No, like, I don't pay the bills. I don't pay for dinners. I don't do any of that. Like, my man takes care of it, and I just sit down and I look pretty and go shopping and take my dog on walks. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't agree with that. But 50-50 financially is crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Your husband, like, do you think there's a difference if it's, like, your boyfriend versus, like, your husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's a huge step in commitment that you're taking with somebody to be married to them.
So in that event, you think that it shouldn't be 50-50. You think that your man, if it's your husband, like, you think, like...
Well, me personally, I wouldn't move in. Yeah. I wouldn't move in with a boyfriend. Like, I will take that step when I'm married, right? That's me being traditional.
Yeah.
But,
right, sure.
Right. So for me, personally speaking, it would absolutely be a very big change and very much different, because I'm not... when you're in a relationship, if it's boyfriend, girlfriend, it's a very different story from when you're husband and wife. Mm-hmm. I think marriage is also a partnership. So you have to be able to make those decisions together and, go through all of these processes together. But it would be very, very different from, that step.
Yeah, because once you do 50-50 in a relationship, like, let's say a marriage, you start calculating, oh, he did this, but I did more, and it
that's
it becomes
so
like
true. That is so true.
Yeah, like you start to calculate. Oh, I did this, he did that, and like let's say you have kids, and like he says, oh, I spend more time with kids, but like you know how like you're a mother and a mom, your kids just naturally gravitate towards you.
Yeah.
Like you more because I mean you breastfeed them and everything.
Right.
So
Right.
it's
Not only that, you had to carry them.
For 9
and then
months.
you had to give labor.
For
So it's
9
like,
months.
Yeah. They naturally gravitate to the mother. So it's like
Right, yeah. I definitely think it's a very big shift from being in a relationship where it's just boyfriend, girlfriend, as opposed to being married.
Right.
Because like I said, if I wouldn't move in with you, like why are we splitting our bills? I'm paying for my own bills. You pay for your own bills until we make that commitment and take that step together.
And then he's responsible.
And then I believe, I mean, again, me being traditional and based off of the way I grew up and everything, a man is supposed to be the provider of the family financially, right? And I understand that we're in different times now when women have jobs and are their own boss babes and all of that. But I do think that if he's doing all of that, you take care of the household, especially if you have kids.
Exactly.
You take care of your kids. You be a wife at home.
You're the provider.
Exactly. You're the provider in that sense. He's the provider financially. So I think if we're talking 50-50 like that, but splitting finances,
it's ghetto.
I don't think so. And I want to say this, any real man would absolutely agree with that statement.
Yeah.
It depends. See, and that's where things get controversial, right? Remember I was telling you guys about that TikTok that I saw about that guy who was like, before he started like making a decent living for himself, he used to always have that mindset. And it could be different because it's his girlfriend, not his wife. I don't know if he was married at one point either, but I'm just going to assume because he's young that, the idea of always paying for the dates, always taking care of like just pretty much spoiling the girl rotten. He was like, before I made a good living for myself, like I used to be like, screw that, like it's 50-50 over here and yada, yada, yada. But like the moment he started making a good living and just having more money in his pocket, his whole perspective just shifted. Yeah. And he was just basically saying like, why wouldn't I, as the man, take care of that? Like, why would I feel that, like, that's, like...
It feels like it's their obligation.
He said it made him feel more of a man knowing that he was taking care of the woman,
Right. And not just the family. I think you're taking care of everybody in your life, right? Yeah. But specifically when it comes to being married, yes, take care of your wife, take care of your 100%. Kids. Yeah. And I think it has a lot to do with like them feeling more secure about themselves and feeling, I don't really want to use the term feeding their ego, but
it kind of is though.
It kind of is
because
though,
it's
right?
Societal pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that is the expectation of men in our society, whereas the expectation of women is to have the babies and, take care of the laundry and the cleaning, whatever. So that's underneath all of this new age stuff, there is still that expectation for those two gender roles. So, like, again, like, I think, like, once he was able to do it, he decided he feels good doing that. So, like, which is good. Like,
it validates him.
Yeah. And if it validates him, even better for the lady. I know. Right? Like, good on you. Like, but again, like, there might be some men who are thinking, like, they have to the woman should give wife treatment. Yeah. Because if they are taking care of that, like, and I'm talking about in just a standard relationship, not like when you're married, like your boyfriend, let's say, because you were in a situation like that where you had a boyfriend that, like, paid for every need. He took care of everyything, y'all. Like,
literally everything.
School. And it was weird because I didn't even want that. At the end, it was just a weird feeling because you lose your independence and you start relying on him for everything, and it's just not me.
Yeah. So did he expect that wife treatment in that role, like with you guys not in? You weren't married, right? Like they were just together. They were just boyfriend girlfriend. She's young, so like. Did he have that expectation, like, because I'm paying for everything, like, you need to give me, you need to make sure the house is clean, you need to make sure all that, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
like,
and
that was his
towards
expectation.
the end of the relationship, it was kind of, like, thrown back in my face. Like, I did this, like, what did you do? You know what I mean?
I cooked, I cleaned, I folded your dirty laundry,
That's what I'm saying.
I folded your drawers. So, like, but that's the thing, that's why I always say, like, for me personally, like, I refuse, and this is my upbringing, and I feel like it's a lot of that in the Black culture. Like, women have this like mindset where like you don't give a man wife treatment.
Yeah.
Who hasn't put a ring on your finger. Like, that's just like forbidden. Like, you just should not do that. So that's my opinion. I don't know like how you guys feel about it, but I personally would not give a man that benefit like in a standard relationship if I'm not married to them.
Right.
Like, you're I'm not going to cook for you. I'm not going to like, there's that one lady.
I think there's periods of time where that can be
special
the
occasions.
Case.
If it's your birthday, sure. Here's your birthday dinner.
Maybe Thanksgiving, maybe like a holiday or something. But I don't think it should be as frequent or an expectation. No, not at all. No.
Which is great because I personally live with my boyfriend and we split chores, but he doesn't expect me to be cooking every single night. Like, he's realistic. Yeah, he has a fine understanding. Like, oh, you're tired? Don't worry about it. We'll order takeout. Like, it's not very. Like, it's not pressure.
A big deal.
Yeah, in our
which is great. The understanding levels are definitely great.
Yeah, so we have the same expectations, which I feel like that's what it works out. Otherwise,
it's important.
Yeah, I would
for sure.
Yeah. See, and again, like back to it being realistic, I feel like it's very realistic. Whereas, like, there's certain men who are like super alpha.
Yep.
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do this. This is my role. This is your role. Even in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
The top level of an alpha man. Yeah. No, I don't like that necessarily. I don't like.
We like the idea of it.
Yeah. But they're like neglecting your own needs.
Just being the leader.
Like, my way or the highway.
I want to be softer, but because I need you to like lead, but also like don't tell me what to do, and like make sure you do this.
We're the problem. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Women are the problem.
We just don't know what we want.
Yeah.
We have no idea. It's really hard.
How would you guys define an alpha man?
An alpha man?
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody's definition of what they think an alpha man is, like what you would want as an alpha man for yourself personally, I think everybody's definition is a little bit different because I wouldn't like to be controlled. You know, I don't like that. I like an idea of a leader, someone who can guide me the right way. You know, obviously everyone wants to step into that soft girl era. You know, no matter who denies it, it's in us. Like, women are nurturing. That's who we are, right? So I think that. And if a man is able to lead you the right way and guide you the right way, give you that advice, support you, respect you, I think respect is huge. And, you know, is also very understanding of what you might be going through as a woman and your feelings. And I love reassurance. You know, who doesn't? Reassurance without asking, right? So. See,
alpha male will say everything you just described right there of what you want. They'll be like, beta.
But that's what I'm saying.
Beta.
But like, to me, an alpha is a leader. Like when I think of alpha, I think of a leader.
But alphas don't pay attention to women's needs.
Okay,
like,
but see, that's what I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Do I need to find medium? Like, do I need to find like in the middle, the happy balance?
I think we just like the assertiveness and the confidence.
In an alpha,
that type of person has that those qualities.
Yes, more than like an alpha male.
Yeah, but like be vulnerable.
Be vulnerable, right?
Like it's not that hard.
Men, don't be afraid to cry.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
be vulnerable with your woman, right? You can be a boss outside of your household. Go be a boss outside of your household. Do what you gotta do. But when you come home, like. Again, it's a partnership. You want to unwind with each other. You want to be able to just be honest and talk and, you know, let it all out, all of your frustrations. And you want someone that's understanding and that can be vulnerable with you.
Yeah.
And not just put up this front like, I'm a man, I got this. I don't need anyone's help. I don't need to talk about my feelings.
Is that kind of toxic?
It's very toxic.
And it's not healthy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of talk, like, and people like Andrew Tate, like, I love like Andrew Tate. But like also just teaching that just solely that like hardness, I don't like that part. Like they're great men who are really like mature and has those qualities, and they don't have to pretend to be like harder than they need to be in order to come off as an alpha male. Like you can be an alpha male and still be emotionally in tune with yourself. Like
agreed.
That's what a real man is. Like he has that ability to
talk about his feelings.
Be in touch with that. Like, that's not a scary thing. Like, it's there for a reason. Like, if you weren't supposed to have it, it wouldn't be there, man. So, like, just tap into it. You're not going to hurt yourself. I promise. just lean in a little bit, okay? So, I think to me, an alpha male has those qualities.
Absolutely.
As well as the assertiveness, the confidence. Also, like, just like take care of yourself mentally, physically. Like that's what, to me, is an alpha male.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
yeah, for sure. And,
like,
you know, it's not really the alpha term. I think a real man is the better term, because a real man is able to.
What is a real man?
I think that it's really important for a man to be. I think a real man is able to let out those emotions, right? To accept those emotions. Acceptance is the first piece of it. Accept those emotions and then be able to release them and talk about them and work on a solution possibly. Because, you know, if essentially you're lying to yourself saying, I don't have emotions, I don't have this, I don't have that, you're literally lying to yourself.
Right.
Stop pushing it aside.
Right.
You're going to explode.
You're literally.
You're going to explode. That's why they're all angry. That's why every alpha man that is angry.
Yeah.
They're like,
all that testosterone. Just cry a little bit. Like,
let it out.
It's fine. You feel so much better afterwards. I promise.
Oh, yeah.
So, what is a real man? Comment down below. What's your definition? Is it is an alpha male your ideal man? Like, let us know. We want to hear from you. And until next time.